Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are attempting to finish up the war with the Trinzaru assimilators. It's not going amazingly well, but we'll go bombard over here. I mean, the war is going amazingly well. The finishing of the war is not going amazingly well because, well, the war's not over yet. We'll go up to max speed once the game catches up there. Excellent. And we're going to have our galactic conquest done surprisingly soon, I think. Hello. You're attacking over here. I feel like... Okay, you're just immediately leaving. I was going to say, I feel like that ship does not, in fact, destroy that particular station. But we are landing over here, and do we have... Nope, no armies here. There are a couple of armies here, but nothing too concerning. We'll move some reinforcements over once the month tick finishes. We'll move some reinforcements over to here, like so.
Angry meteorites touching down.
Okay. So we got our new defense platform damage. That's very nice. I think we will go for... All of these are about the same. This one's a little higher, this one's quite a lot higher. I guess we'll go for this one. Excellent. You guys can go invade decks next. There's nobody to defend that, so it will not be a problem. They're back over here. And they decided not to attack this station again. Okay. I'll accept that.
Meteorites touching down. Enemy colony as corrupt.
Fantastic. We're moving over to 2 next. And we want to go ahead and land our armies over here. We are going to have about 100 days in which we can bombard. So that'll be perfect. Also, how strong is this fleet? 1956? That's not very much of a threat. Sounds good. So, as far as cleanup goes, once we have 2 out of the way, it'll be a bit of a jump over to here, but we should be able to get this relatively easily, all things considered. And as far as getting over here goes, well, that's gonna be interesting.
Rocking up to enemy fleet.
We kinda can't get there from here. We can't experimental subspace navigation with fleets, can we? No. What about with armies? That's a negative. Okay. So yeah, that's definitely going to be interesting. Maybe they'll surrender between now and then. Construction of this gateway just finished. That's actually a huge deal for us. That means that we can get around from this region quite quickly. Also, our construction site up over here just finished up, so we'll go ahead and get that upgrading. And we'll need to get another gateway building. And I'm leaning towards right here. This would be a decent spot. So let's go ahead and build a gateway construction site right there. Perfect. So how far away is our army? Well, a ways. But this army is actually here, and Gizmek has no troops in it, so we can have literally anything invade that and get that out of the way. So we'll go ahead and do that quickly. What about Rigot over here? Zap has no armies, so we can actually do the same thing. Fascinating. What about this over here? Ping, do you have anything? 344, but that's not that threatening. 103. Yeah, that'll be fine.
Planetary invasion begun.
Okay.
Enemy planet secured.
So we can bring this army over here for sure. In the meantime, how much bombardment did we get over here? A fair amount. About 100.
Invasion begun.
And we'll get this fleet moved somewhere a little bit more useful once the month tick finishes. There we go. Okay, so we've got FTL inhibitors up over here, so this is probably going to be where we're going to want to be. We're okay on Zap. 1551 there. There's a lot here. 1748, 0, 0, 0, 344, and 308, and 0. Okay. So we'll head to Glugsel. Perfect. And we are, of course... Who did I just order to go to Glugsel? Lentipaz fragments. You guys can go back over here, thank you very much. You guys can come over here. Okay, well, we saved some time, to be sure. If only this gateway was done, but there's no way. Are these guys still going to refuse to fight this station? Like, I feel like they are. Indeed, they're just kind of stuck there. Whatever, that's fine. I guess they can have their fun. How goes the invasion of 2, anyway? They've got a fair amount of defense caretaker squads. So that's slightly awkward. In fact, we're just generally kind of struggling against them here. Yeah. Well, once we get through one more army, we'll be good. There we go. They have no reserves left. Their morale is starting to crumble. Excellent. This transport fleet is not currently doing anything, and it can come on in over here and land on ping. And we will bring this transport fleet over to here. That is going to be a ways away, but we'll just bring in some reinforcements. Excellent. So we should have no real issue mopping up this territory over... How did I get here? I don't know how I got here. We should have no difficulty mopping up this territory. It's this over here that's going to be slightly problematic for us to get to. And I'm hoping that they surrender before then.
Angry meteorites touching down.
Unfortunately, it's unlikely at this point. We could try to negotiate some open borders, potentially. But if I recall correctly, that's no longer a trade option. If we wanted to negotiate open borders, the ones who we'd want to do it through would be the shipping alliance here. Do we have a way to get to them?
Research complete.
Not a good way. Yeah, they're hostile to us right now. What are these favors? Ah, like in Crusader Kings. Okay. So yeah, we can't trade open borders anymore as part of a trade deal. We would just have to hope that they open up, and we're already open to them. So that's gonna be interesting. We will go ahead and go for energy weapon damage. Perfect.
Hostile fleet rumbled.
Okay, this fleet needs to start moving up over here. This transport fleet can head over this way, and actually this one can head to Tibby as well. Once the month tick happens, there we go. And we are going to come on in and land on Bleep. Perfect. So we've cleaned up some of our border gore, to be sure. But, definitely not all. We're going to need to clean up a fair amount more. Also known as the Condyne Alliance and the Galactic Entente. Those are the border gore that we're going to need to clean up. Unfortunately, we don't have a containment war goal or an end threat war goal on either of them, and so we are going to need to claim them with influence. So that's going to be interesting, claiming the whole galaxy. Like, that's going to cost so much influence, and we're capped right now. That said, or, well, we're not capped right now. We're capped at 1,000. So that's going to be interesting, to be sure. These guys can make their way up over to Tibby. Excellent. I'm just hoping that they actually surrender before we get to these last couple of locations. Because we have no gateway out over here. There is actually a wormhole here that connects here, which means that we definitely need to upgrade this starport. So we'll get that started, because this is a vassal under the Synthoid link. Unfortunately, we're almost certainly not going to get access through their territory. I suppose we could just casually violate their sovereignty. That would potentially be a thing. Okay, we will go for explosive weapon damage, I think. Excellent. Okay, we can start landing on some of these areas, like this one, while our armies are still on their way. Like, Plonk would be fine as well. Probably Bleep. We can go ahead and land over here.
Enemy colony has crumbled.
And Plonk. Yep, that'll be fine. Gateway in the Suitor system. I mean, that's nice. But it's not necessarily super important. So we're gonna have to keep that in mind.
Starbase under attack.
Oh, they're actually attacking? Okay. They're gonna actually take that back. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they are. Almost certainly.
Planetary invasion begun.
But that's fine.
Enemy planet secure.
Okay, you can come over here. That's 344 strength and 308 strength. Both of those would be fine. Actually, why don't you come and invade this instead? There you go. Fantastic.
Touching down.
So our armies are on their way. And the lag is increasing. Hopefully, though, once we get all of this under control, that will reduce it. That would sure be nice.
Enemy planet secure.
Okay, you can come enter orbit over here. We're not going to land immediately because this battle is going to be finishing up shortly. Their morale is already getting crushed. So that is perfect. Come on, finish up the battle. I want to invade this next area. Technically, we could invade the next area with this force, but I'd rather not. It's a little close for that. There we go.
Enemy planet secure.
Okay, we will merge these together and land. Fantastic.
Angry meteorites touching down.
You can go ahead and enter orbit over here. And how goes our bombardment? It's going okay. We are definitely weakening this garrison. Yeah, these caretaker squads, they put up a pretty good fight. Luckily, we are definitely crushing them. Now, I am assuming that they took back this station. Actually, they didn't. Did we win that? I don't know how, if we did. We had no reason to win that.
Enemy planet secure.
Okay, why don't you come on back? And we'll just group all of you up. As soon as the month tick is over. There we go. And we'll just group these. Excellent. And you can go ahead and land armies on Glugzel here. Okay. And we are going to go ahead and move over to here. And we will begin bombardment over here. Fantastic. So that'll be a little bit for that battle to happen. And we will go ahead and get this army transporting over to here. Now they're over here with this force again. Whatever. They can have fun with that, I guess. Oh, okay, they just have regular defense armies here. Funnily enough, the defense armies are technically stronger than the
Construction complete.
than the caretaker armies. But they feel weaker. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. They definitely feel weaker. Maybe it's just that their morale is easier to crush or something. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, we are bombarding over here. As soon as the month tick happens. There we go. We're bombarding over here, and that's down to 1544. We do have a few extra places to invade on the way, and Zowad is probably one of them. 695, 0, and 0. Yeah, I think it is. How strong are the defenses in Maya? There are no defenses in Maya. Okay. Sounds good. Well, we are ignoring the front line and attacking the disengaged armies, as we tend to do. Morale of some of our clone armies is not doing so well, but their morale is basically gone as well, except for that one completely untouched army. I don't know what's up with this guy. Like, why aren't we hitting this morale at all? Like, literally not at all. There, now we're starting to damage it. Excellent. Now it's absolutely crushed. That's what I like to see. Okay, so this is now, of course, completely ours, this world.
Enemy colony has crumbled.
Excellent. And we'll go grab Zowad and land our armies over here. These reinforcements are coming in. We'll bring them into Zowad. This station really doesn't need to exist. We'll get rid of that. Some of these don't. Like Soyan here, this does not need to exist. We will downgrade this one. Excellent. Let's see, this one does not need to exist. Some of these over on this border do still need to exist, but many of these, I mean, even like this one technically doesn't need to exist, but it is an anchorage. And our naval cap is pretty close. Let's see here. We get... Come on, autosave. We get 6 each, so this is 36. So I think we can go ahead and downgrade this safely. Just waiting for this to update. I'm surprised it hasn't yet, actually. Apparently it's just not going to update. Okay. I guess we'll take it. So this will do some damage to us, but we have reinforcements on the way. And that's 0 strength, 0 strength, and 0 strength. So the reinforcements can actually start invading these while we're fighting. Make this go just a little bit faster, which would be nice. This is a rather long mopping up operation, unfortunately.
Angry meteorites touching down. Enemy colony has crumbled.
Excellent. We will go ahead and grab this one. We just lost our Scientific Revolution Edict, and we're going to reactivate that one. Excellent.
Planetary invasion begun. Enemy colony has corrupted.
And we'll go ahead and land armies on Boole as well. Meanwhile, we are still battling on Glugdur, but we've secured the rest of the system. And we'll secure here very, very shortly as well.
Hostile fleet rumbled. Enemy planet secure.
Excellent. Now there are no defenses in Maya, right? So we can just go send this little army over here to go take these areas. They can go out of the way. No, I didn't mean to open the pause menu. There we go. They can go out of the way, and then we can send this force, which just finished capturing Glugdur. If I unpause.
Innovation rollout.
We can send this force then over to Hythus. And we can secure Blip. And then Zap, and then Hythia. In that order. Because we are bombarding Hythia, and this still has a reasonably strong garrison. Every day it is reducing by 1 though, so that's fine. What is this tech that we got? Ah, yes, explosive weapon damage. We technically don't need that. So let's go for strikecraft damage next. That'll do. This station is no longer necessary. We will downgrade that. Some of these internal stations over here aren't necessary either. Like these gateway defending stations, I was operating under an old assumption for gateways. I'll go over that when we actually re-evaluate all of our stations though, and we're going to change how we're operating this. But for right now, all we need to do is get these guys over to Tessel. There we go. The late game lag is improved. I wouldn't say it's fixed, but it is definitely improved. Okay, we'll go land on Zap.
Planetary invasion begun.
There we go.
Enemy colony has crumbled.
And Maya is ours. So we'll head on over here.
Complete.
There we go. And with that, it is pretty much time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're hopefully going to wrap up this Transaru Assimilators War. I have no idea if we're going to actually be able to do it or not without fighting the Galactic Entente. Like, I don't think, yeah, there's no route to get there, so that's going to be exciting. But you can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.